I bid 3 sevens.
Bold, dangerous, possibly hard-coded.
We are going to teach you how to turn this ridiculous game into an app.
Let's get prompting.
Bunch of nerds.
Hi, fam. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a real app with Codex while understanding almost nothing about programming. You only need 2 skills. You need to be able to tell AI what you want, and you need to tactically insert your email address into login screens like the professional you are. The app is Liar's Poker. So the app needs to have a real-time room, private hands, and people can't peek. Now, the first thing we need to think about is we need to avoid using a mega prompt. It's important to understand the biggest AI coding mistake, and that's asking for everything at once. You type, build the whole app, make it beautiful, secure, viral, and profitable by this Thursday. Then you come back 6 hours later to a code base with great vibes, but zero functionality. Let's not do that. We're going to build in small, checkable chunks. Step 1, we need to give Codex somewhere to work. So you'll need GitHub, which is the home for the code, Vercel, a way to put the app online, Supabase, which is the database, real-time sync, and even the logic for the server-side stuff. And then Codex connectors, which will know how to use those tools so you don't have to run. And then the Codex browser extension that can take some screenshots and test the app. The idea is to give the AI a home, a stage, a memory, and the eyeballs to see what's there. So start by searching the web for those apps and creating accounts. Once you have an account, click plugins in Codex or customize in Claude Code and install them there using the accounts you just made. Step 2, plan before you code. Start by telling Codex, I want to build a Liar's Poker app for mobile and desktop. Ask me 10 questions before we build. Then answer the questions. Then ask for wireframes. Wireframes show whether Codex understands the assignment before confidently builds a polished misunderstanding. Codex can generate these beautiful images, so we're going to use that to our advantage. For a visual app, we always use wireframes. For an agent or automation, ask for process diagrams showing triggers and outcomes that prove an automation is taking place. Ask for the proof that matches the product. Step 3, we want to break this into MVPs. Do not simply say, build Liar's Poker. That is how you summon a demon with HTML. Ask Codex to split the project into small MVPs. Every MVP needs 4 things, which are requirements, which are what to build, acceptance criteria, which is what done means, test, which is how it checks to logic, and proof, evidence that you can see that it works. For this app, the chunks may be something like an app cell and a layout, game rules and turn logic, the room, the codes for joining, private hands, and then your live deployment. At every checkpoint, Codex should give you something you can see, click, test, or in the very least argue with. Code can pass tests and still be weird. The actual browser where we see what we built is the proving ground. Step 4, build one chunk at a time. Tell Codex, complete MVP 1, run the tests, show what changed, then stop. Review the results. If it's right, continue. If it's wrong, fix it now. Never say we'll clean it later. Later is this day in the future that never comes. AI is fast. Let it make that fix now. A mistake in MVP 1 is an edit. The same mistake 5 MVP later means having to dig through all 5 MVPs to understand what caused that mistake 2 days ago. Step 5, make sure you test like a human would. Create a room on one phone, join from another, try different browsers, refresh the page, join late, try to break it. When you feel like you don't know whose turn it is, that's just not a complaint. That's research. The fix is clearer screen there, not a helpful documentation the size of a mortgage to tell people how to use the app. Just when you have an issue with the app and you don't like how it works, tell the AI to fix it in the new MVP. Once all this is done, if you took the time, were patient, and went step by step, your app should be complete. So let's go over those steps again quickly. Set up the tools, plan the experience, break it into chunks, test each chunk, demand proof, then ship. That's how Codex becomes a development team instead of that chaotic intern with admin access that always deletes the database. AI moves fast. Your job is giving it rest. The Liar's Poker app is linked in the first comment.